Hello everyone and a happy new year. A new year means the start of something new. I always use it to start new routines and establish new goals. January can feel scary with all of the possibility it brings and unrealistic standards you lay on yourself. So over the years I learned to set more realistic goals, to be gentle to myself and to deepen routines I already have. Learn from the last year what worked for me and what didn't. Let's get ready. This part of the video is sponsored by Kaya Cosmetics. Thank you so much, Kaya. I'm so happy about this collaboration because I have been a fan of their products for a while now. I feel like they give me the perfect glow and natural finish at the same time. To be honest, like with the start of the year, I haven't been wearing makeup very much, so I'm very excited to get into this fresh new makeup routine with you. At first, I'm going to use the eye patches by Kaya. These have been my holy grail. I also gave these as a gift to my best friend and my sisters because they are just the best. You get like a whole tube of eye patches, and if you are an eye patch girl like me, this comes very much in handy. Get this little spoon and like how many eye patches. It's so cool. I love them. I love using eye patches before starting on my makeup to kind of prep my skin and moisturize my under eye area. I feel like you can't really tell on this camera, but I really have dark under eye circles. Maybe you, probably you can tell. So I really feel like it helps me to prep this area with these cooling eye patches. And I didn't even put them in the fridge and they're super cold, probably because it's freezing in my flat. Pro tip, always cold whisk your matcha. So I will take my matcha and then I will take a splash of milk. Whisk this. Until it's very frothy. I already almost finished all of my matcha. At the moment I prefer not to do ice cubes in a matcha because I don't like warm matcha, that's one thing. But I also don't like watered down matcha, so I just go for very cold milk that I had in the fridge, you know? Okay, so now the eye patches go off. The next product I'm going to use is also going to be for my under eyes. It's the Wake Me Up cream. This is how I use it. So I would just go into the product and then I warm it up between my fingertips. I always like warming up my products, my cream products, before applying them on my face, especially with contour and blush. So now you apply it from the outsides of your eye inwards. And I learned to use this finger because it doesn't have so much strength. I don't know if it's true, but apparently it helps with not getting too many wrinkles. And then I just blend it in from outwards to inwards, and you can immediately tell that this side compared to this one is so much more like brightened up and highlighted and also concealed, while still looking so natural and glowy. And I love what I told you before, I love how glowy Kaya products make my skin. So nice because I tend to have quite dry skin, so I love it. It's with, and this side is without. So now I'm of course doing the same thing to my other eye. Next up is foundation. We're going to be using the Kaya Dewy Drop. I'm going for a kind of no makeup look, like something very natural, but I still like to have a little bit coverage, especially in the darker months, because I feel like my skin just doesn't get any sun and I'm so pale all the time, so I feel like this always evens out my skin tone and gives me a little bit of color back to my face. Next tip for your makeup to last longer and just apply like more easily is to spray your brushes with a mist. I prefer using mists over setting sprays because I feel like it just makes your skin extra glowy and the application so much easier. I'm using the Kaya That Extra Hydration Setting Spray. Just spritz it onto your brush like so. And then I go in with my foundation. I think this is about 1.5 drops. Now I just take my misted brush and start taking makeup from the back of my hand and just applying it all over the areas where I feel I need a little bit of extra coverage. let's go for setting. I like to set around the eyes and a little bit in my T-zone, just where I could get a little bit oily, and just to set a little bit of the under eye cream. This is the powder Kaya Soft Focus Powder in Translucent. The brush I'm using this time is the F15 brush, so it's a little bit smaller. Of my makeup so far, I feel like it looks very good, very natural. I want it to be like very fresh and radiant, glowy, and yeah, very nice. I feel like for me the most important part is that you can still see my skin under my makeup, because when I was younger, I think I told you before, I used to overdo it so much to the point where you couldn't see my skin anymore. And yeah, I feel like makeup is there to enhance your beauty and not to cover it up. I'm going to use the Kaya bronzer in the color Glow Bronzer. I think this is such a beautiful color. Oh my god, look at this. And then I always just apply it on the temples of my forehead, also along my cheekbones, blending it a little bit down so that you don't have any harsh lines. I also like to apply it on the top of my nose, so I will just take more product, kind of squeeze the brush like this and just do a straight line, and then like a T. Next thing I'm applying is lip liner. Lip liner is, I think, one of my favorite products ever, and I love the Kaya lip liners. This one is in the color Bryce, and I feel like it really matches my natural lip color, which is always perfect. It's like a rosewood kind of color. For me, lip liner, this doesn't have to be applied perfectly because I'm always going over it with another product. This time I'm using a lip oil. The Vacay lip oil. Okay, this is the prettiest color ever. And I just concentrate the product on the middle of my lips, kind of, like so. Okay, this is the finished makeup look. Thank you so much, Kaya, for this fresh new makeup routine. I love it. I think it looks super glowy and natural, so I'm not now going to get dressed because we have to get some work done. And also I wanted to take you along because I started to journal. It's actually one of my goals to be more consistent with journaling. My mission was to have like a cute office kind of vibe outfit. Guys, I have to go so wide back into this room so that you can see the full outfit. It's totally too cold for this outfit, but if it was spring and I had an office job, probably this is too short for an office job, right? Well, in my mind, I would go to the office like this. In my mind, if I had an office job, it would be at a fashion magazine, so I think I could pull this off probably. So, this is my outfit. I'm wearing a vintage Versace blazer top. I love it so much. This is also vintage Gucci bag. I got the both from the Room in Paris, very good vintage shop, Cézanne skirt and Vagabond Livia boots. I prepared my little desk. This is my work situation. I have some banana bread that I baked yesterday and it turned out so good and super fluffy. Maybe I will post the recipe the next time because I've been doing banana bread literally every second day. And my favorite peppermint tea, the Kappa peppermint tea, licorice peppermint tea. It's the best. If you've been following me for a while, you already know this from my channel. For me, literally, my office is of course home office, but I can really recommend, if you work remote, to find a place outside of your home. I found something that really works for me, but I can't film there, so I tried to film it here. So today I did home office and just work from home, but I really can recommend finding a place outside of your home where you can just go for a couple of hours at a time and just get stuff done. For me, the most important time is in the morning, because I noticed that I try to get the most done in the morning. So for example, at nighttime I would think, okay, I will do this, I will answer all my emails, I will do my taxes, I will do sports, and I will do all of this in the morning. And I noticed that for me it's the best to just go somewhere else, get the worst thing, the worst task of the day done there. I've also been working on a little project of mine, but yeah, also for over 2 years at this point, but it's just something very personal and I didn't want to talk about it before it just came a little bit to life. I've been also using that time to just work on that. If you are self-employed, you know the struggles. Sometimes finding a routine is very hard, but this is kind of what helped me literally doing this for a week now. Also, another thing that I want to imply to my next year is to journal more. I've always been journaling a little bit, but sometimes just I noticed that I wasn't really honest to my journal. I know some of you have experienced the same thing because I saw it online and I was like, oh my god, this is exactly how I felt. So I would always sugarcoat situations or just not be honest to the journal. I don't know why. But I really started this new thing where I just wrote everything down that was in my mind. It's a really common practice, I think, with journaling, but I literally, before that, I was like so structured and I wanted it to kind of sound nice and poetic and beautiful. I knew that whilst writing this down and trying to be like all poetic and writing beautifully, I didn't do this for myself in the moment, because journaling should just help clear your thoughts. I did that so that when I look back at the journal in 5 years, I will think, oh my god, she used to be so poetic and so mysterious. What is the reason behind that? It's actually crazy. So I started to just write down whatever was on my mind and it just helped so much. For me, the first time I did it this year was when I went just to a cafe and sat down just with my journal and just wrote and wrote and wrote, and it started like as a reflection of the past year, and then it started into getting more and more. I was always like the kind of girl that had a memory box, but my memory box, I'm not kidding, I think I have 3 memory boxes and the biggest one is like an IKEA box. I have everything saved since I was like 6 years old, all the invitations to birthday parties, pictures, letters, I have everything. But I think it's so nice to have like kind of a bullet journal where you can just stick things in. I put in the birthday card my bestie gave me for my birthday. Or here when I was on my brand trip, I put in the note that was laying on my bed, my room number, flight ticket, and some things I wrote there, I don't know. It's just super fun. Some pictures that I did for a collab and I didn't know where to put them, so I just put them there, and it's nice because you can just look back at it and you have so many memories connected also. Or when I watched Priscilla, I put this in here. So far, I still wrote everything in my old journal, but right now I just wrote like random things there, also like to-do lists and everything. So it's time for my new journal. It's this one. It's very beautiful. It looks like a book, but it just has plain pages. Oh, also stuff that I wanted to stick in, and I just got a glue. And now I'm going to glue in all of my memories from the past year that I collected over the time. It's a lot. It's actually crazy how much it is. And then I think I'm going to stick all of them in and then start with the journal for the next year. And yeah, I just wanted to take you along, maybe gives you some ideas. This was from my H&M events. I have a lot of polars in here. A museum that I visited. When I went to, I literally also kept this when I went to the Mio Mio after party. When I went to Café de Flore with my sisters. So I have everything, so now we have to stick it in this journal. I'm not even kidding, it's so cold. I don't know what is going on with me because I'm freezing so badly. It's probably because I was shooting in ballet flats and without a jacket. And I was also taking the pictures of my friend Carlotta, so my hands were outside all the time. Well, I hope I can reshoot this when it's a little bit sunnier. Let's hope so, because I'm not happy with the content at all. I was so stiff, you know, because I was literally freezing. And now I'm going to the Korean supermarket, which is here in the, I think it's the first or second arrondissement. I'm at Palais Royal. Such a beautiful place. Also, it's not that full because it's so cold, I think. And I'm going to go there, find some things. I want to get some kimchi there. And yes, maybe I want to sit down somewhere, warm up and read my book. But I've already been to 2 cafes and I can't have any more caffeine now.
I'm hushing the dog on the chain. I'm running up stones on the edge of the bank. Rally the troops for another refrain. I sing this softly to myself. I sing this softly to myself. I'm buried beneath the sand. There's no way to speak or reach out my hand. Watching the paper.
This is the place I just went to. It was very good. I had the perfect spot. I was sitting right here. It's now
that
closed.
I can't bear to hold. I'm singing this song to myself.
This is my favorite milk. It's coconut rice milk by Carrefour. It's the best for matcha and everything. So getting this, and now I'm meeting Malik and I'm going to get some work done. I actually have to really badly edit this video I'm filming, so if this is the last clip you're seeing from me, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you soon with a new vlog. Bye!